When you work for yourself, you can make your own hours. You know when you're best productive. It doesn't work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. You know, sometimes it's 4 a.m., you know, on Thursday. You know, whenever your brain is ready to go is when you should do the most amount of work. And I think that's how my mind works. So I prefer that type of schedule. This is fulfilling both of our dreams because we talked about having a shop eventually at some point. We can do one thing that fulfills both of our dreams. Why would, you know, without hesitation, it's a yes, right?
Because it's both of our dream equally. It's not like this weird thing where I want it this way, so you kind of just have to go along with it. Or
cohesively, we fit. First of all, we didn't know what a car boot was.
It took us like a year to figure out what they're called.
It has a community of like the old school hunters of gold and those kinds of things, but you're starting to see a lot of younger kids. So we created like a community for them to come and say, hey, well, you know, you don't have to be going to a store and be trading on Depop or whatever, you know, just come to the car boot, and, you know, we have stuff from Canada, you have stuff, we can trade, it became just a place that you can go and talk to other people about what clothes you bought and what things you found, you know? It's like show and tell for adults. So it's really interesting to see the development of people. It's just something that you like doing, and then somehow it happened that you can, you know, make a living out of it. You know, it was never our intention to make a living off thrifting or becoming a quote-unquote reseller. What happens is people start to get into like different cultures, and who would have known that, you know, 20 years later that, you know, these like kids are into this like old North American culture that by chance we know a lot about.
So we always had our fantasy shops and abstract goal of having a shop in the future. And then it was at our very first car boot where we were next to this one family. The mom went, actually, you guys should have a shop in Margate. You do really well, because we really love Margate.
Nowhere within the next 3 years we would have thought we would have a shop. It just kind of happened organically. Fast forwarding maybe 4 months, we had gained so much traction, and we had been going back and forth to Canada for buys. And by chance, we're now working with them to open up a shop. You know, I mean, they're in collaborative with us, so we felt like that was important for them to be a part of our shop, because the original idea started with our conversation of them. Our vision with Margate Gift Shop is just to kind of offer
Souvenirs.
Yeah.
I really like souvenirs and like tourist merchandise, but I always like when it's well designed isn't right. Like, I guess just beautiful versus when people just like slap the logo on something. I don't know how to explain it. I think we expect it to be a bit like car boot, where it's somewhere that people can come and hang out and chat, and maybe you buy something, maybe you don't.
Yeah,
Or
and
like,
it's not, there's no pressure. It'll be a concept store. It'll be a little bit of everything. It's just another project that we want to work on. You know, it's not necessarily our end game and saying that, you know, we're going to be shop owners for the rest of our life. This is just another chapter, really.